What's up, guys? I'm Dave, the Military Millionaire, and today I want to talk to you about whether or not you should join the military in 2022. And now, this is video 7 that I've recorded while being at those transient quarters here at Camp Pendleton playing reservist. Although I just realized that the first 6, the audio was all messed up on the camera, and for all intents and purposes, I may have all 6 videos may be completely unusable, which is super awesome because it was only like 2 hours of recording. So I left the manual presets from my studio, and the audio system I have there is much louder, so it didn't really pick up. So we'll see what happens. But should you join the military in 2022? I think the answer for joining the military, personally, I always lean towards yes. So there's a couple different reasons here. One, college is not getting any cheaper, and the GI Bill and tuition assistance is amazing, right? You can get a degree while you're in the military for free, and then you can get out and you can use the GI Bill. I just had a couple drinks with a buddy that I enlisted and some other friends over the Marine Corps birthday, and one of them literally just went to Denver and lived there for a few years while getting his degree because why not? The GI Bill paid for his living expenses, and I thought that was really cool. So tuition assistance, awesome. GI Bill, awesome. Especially the fact that you can then transfer it to loved ones. So that's a huge benefit. Medical, right? Free medical, dental. TRICARE is awesome. So super beneficial to have that benefit as well and be able to use the free medical, especially because you're young, you're going to get hurt, right? Things are going to go down. But then also, like when you get out, you get the disability pay if you have anything serious happen to you, so they take care of you. I'm now getting paid for being out of the military for some injuries I sustained while in. So they take care of you, which is good. But more than all that, right, you're going to learn, you're going to gain some direction. You're going to gain, you get a ton of other benefits like the VA loan, house hacking, which you can absolutely become a millionaire with. I've got several friends, probably hundreds of friends who've done this very successfully to help them build wealth. So you get all these different benefits. You're getting paid to learn a job, learn a skill, gain experience, but you're also going to learn leadership. You're going to get to see the world, experience some other cultures, get outside your shell. The military is very, they're diverse, but very, we don't, like racism, sexism, political stuff is very minimal in the military, right? People are able to look past that for the most part. Obviously, there's some bad eggs everywhere, but for the most part, able to look past that and really focus on the person and how they put out at work, like what their performance is and how they are as a human being. And I've always really liked that side of the culture of the military, right? Like being able to look past all this nonsense and see that like people deep down are good, all people, right? Like I love it, right? I've worked with good people of all race, color, religion, sexual orientation, and with bad people of all of that. And so it's been good, right? You learn a lot, you gain a lot, it's valuable. I think the military teaches you a lot about it, like humility, persistence, consistency, discipline, leadership, the ability to think outside the box, creativity. It enables you to take some risks on the investing side because you've got a really secure job, some really secure bonuses and benefits. Should you join the military? I think so, depending on your goals, right? It's not for everybody. I'm not going to tell you that everybody should join the military. But I think that especially as like a young man or even woman who really doesn't have a ton of direction, or maybe you just don't know exactly what you want to study at school, maybe you don't have money for college, or you just don't want to take on an insane amount of debt, which I think is smart because starting out at 22 after college with $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in debt is not really the smartest thing in the world. It takes a long time to pay off student loans and then begin to be able to build wealth, which is great, it's powerful, but it takes a long time to get there, right? And there are better ways to do that, I think, than handcuffing yourself with debt. I mean, what else? There's so many benefits to joining the military. Ultimately, what you should do is you should enjoy your life, right? It's 4 years. You go to college for 4 years, you move on with your life, you join the military for 4 years, and you can move on with your life or fall in love with it. The difference is, you go to college, military, there's other options too, but let's say we're just going to compare those two. You leave both with a skill. You leave both with some experience, military probably more experience in that job. You leave one with debt, you leave one without debt. You leave one having never traveled anywhere else, or unless you do on your own dime. You leave the other having potentially seen the world. One you paid for, one you didn't pay for. One you didn't gain all the intangibles like the leadership and the ability to problem solve and all of that, while this one you did. And then really like college, you're not going to like find yourself as an adult, right? Like it's pretty easy at college to still be a kid in a lot of regards, whereas in the military, not so much. So it really helps you grow up, helps you get out of your shell, helps you become more diverse culturally. I don't know. I'm just a huge fan of the military, right? I mean, it's helped make me very successful, made a lot of my friends very successful. You're getting paid while you're learning these skills, unlike at college. You're able to contribute to your thrift savings plan, your 401k, and doing so 4 years earlier means that money could potentially double, like, well, not an extra time, but like halfway to its first doubling before you'd even be able to begin contributing out of college. The TSP is an amazing benefit. You get the VA loan, which is awesome because you can buy a house 0 down. I mean, you could literally, by the time you're leaving college, you could literally like own a house, have $100,000 in a 401k, TSP, whatever, and like be totally set financially for like the long term with no college debt, potentially no debt at all, and like a career that you can take or get out and do your own thing, which is huge. So I don't know, that's kind of my thoughts. I'm not going to make like a super detailed video. Ultimately, like the bottom line is this: the military is an amazing place for a lot of people. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It is what it is. But I think if you're on the fence, like I would totally do it. Especially, here's another point: God knows what the world economy is going to do in 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, and beyond, right? But if you're in the military, like you've got a secure job, you've got housing benefits, medical benefits, food allowance, like financially you are going to be taken care of, and you're not going to have to worry about being laid off if the economy tanks. Like, I'm not saying it's going to, but there are a lot of people who think the economy is doomed. That's a little bit aggressive, but who think the economy is going to have some go through a pretty rough spell. And I think that if that is the case, military is a great way to have that security and be taken care of, right? So that's my thoughts. Comment down below. What do you think? Should you join the military? Is this your better or worse? Why not? Oh, and one final point. Having served through multiple presidents in multiple political spheres, they really don't have as much of an impact on the military as you might think. So last year everyone was saying they weren't going to serve under President Trump. Before that they all said they weren't going to serve under President Obama. Now people are going to say they don't want to serve under President Biden. Like, they don't have as much of an impact as you think. I didn't really, like, culturally in the military, didn't really notice a difference between any of the presidents that I've served under. So that's food for thought. Have a great day.